Welcome to Let's Talk Books, Unscripted. Welcome back, episode 14. This is a series we're doing, husband and wife. We love to read, we talk books, all things books. What are we drinking here tonight? This is Sunday night.
We are trying a new sparkling water that we found at our local grocery store. We're both having different flavors. Mine is like a dreamsicle. It's orange vanilla. It's pretty tasty.
I got a nectarine lemon.
Yeah, so we got them on sale. We got like 4 different flavors. Yeah, good time to try that
4
out.
for $12, 8 packs. Man, that's a good deal.
Pretty good deal. So yeah, that's what we're having tonight. Corey just has one book that he's going to talk about. I have a couple that I'm going to touch on, and then we're going to...
Yeah, we got a topic we're going to talk about, and
that'll be it.
That'll be it. Why don't you start?
Okay. So this is one of the many books that I've been reading, because I read lots of them at the same time. I think we maybe touched on that I sometimes push the envelope on how many books that I will read at a time. This one wasn't as fast as I would have liked, like fast paced. It does say that somebody, a different author said, a perfectly paced addictive thriller with a vicious twist. I don't know that I would agree with the perfectly paced part. I guess, I don't know, maybe I'm just like, feel like I'm really picky about that when it comes to a thriller. And I just need it to I don't know, keep going. But I find the premise of this book to be very intriguing, which is what has ultimately kept me continuing to read it. And I did get a decent chunk of reading time in today, so I feel like, yeah, I was able to get more into it because I was able to get some good uninterrupted reading time. So yeah, I don't have a whole lot left. I'll probably either finish it tonight or tomorrow. It always depends on how late I want to stay up, and I'm pretty tired because we were up late last night. So I may not be able to push through tonight, but for sure tomorrow I'll have it finished. But yeah, it's called Where You End. It's got like a really creepy cover.
I know, it's the bunnies. Whew.
So it's about these 2 sisters, and it goes back and forth, so it's like, I think they call that like a dual timeline. So it kind of goes back in the past, like before they get in an accident, and then it like goes after the accident. So they kind of go back and forth with that. But one of the sisters ends up with trauma to her brain, and so I think they call it like retrograde amnesia or something like that. So it's where she literally only has recollection of her sister. So she remembers her sister's name and knows her sister's face and everything, but other than that, she really doesn't remember her past.
Weird.
So yeah, it's a good psychological thriller. I'm definitely into it enough to kind of see how it wraps up. So yeah, I'll be able to talk about it more
next episode.
than on our next episode.
Awesome. So last episode I talked about I was going to start a book pretty soon, and I have started it, and I'm about 25% of the way done. But remember this one? Look at the cover. I love the cover and the title.
Creepy.
I know. So it hasn't gotten creepy yet, but I'm starting to get to the point now where I can sense where it's going to go. And there's a lot of backstory, but it's just really kind of eerie already, and I'm not sure what's going to happen, but I'm starting to kind of get some senses. But there is, the eyes are definitely a big part of this book, obviously. And it's going to be good. So I've been getting through it pretty quickly. I didn't read as much today.
Book.
Yeah, it's under 300 pages. But this is going to be a good one. So I'm excited to talk about it more as I get further in. But 25% of the way in, show my bookmark. I always show my bookmark. This one's from the Arbor Day Foundation. I was like, oh, well, that's...
He's got a nature theme.
Yeah. I give to the Arbor Day Foundation, so they give me lots of bookmarks, so I'm thankful for that.
Love it. And then the other book I'm going to talk about, I ended up taking the dust jacket off this one because it was kind of in not great shape. I think I grabbed this one from a rummage sale like a long time ago, and it had been on my shelf for far too long. But this book is called Wonder. See, I'll show you there you can see it that way instead. But it does say on the actual book, choose kind. I don't know how well you can see it. It's kind of tricky to see.
I can see that.
But yeah, Corey and I had seen the movie a while back, like before we even started having kids, and it's a great movie. And I feel like it was one of those situations where I didn't know it was a book, so I saw the movie without knowing it was a book first, because I would say 9 times out of 10, I like try to read the book before I will watch a TV show or a movie adaptation. But in this case, I'm now going back to read the book. So yeah, I still hadn't read it, so I thought it would be nice to try reading it aloud to my kiddos. I don't know that we've said this before, but we have a 7.5-year-old, a 5-year-old, and a 3-year-old. So the 2 younger ones, I don't know, it's a little tricky sometimes to get them to really sit and pay attention to a book. And actually still the same for our 7-year-old, because he's just got a lot of energy. And just doesn't always have the biggest attention span. But we're trying it out because they stumbled upon the movie the other night and turned it on, and they were really liking it. So I said, hey, we should read the book. The chapters are pretty short in this, and it is intended for like middle school level, like reading level. So I feel like it should still be one that they could listen to and get something out of it. But it has a very good message. If you're not familiar with the book or the movie, I would definitely check it out. Even if you don't have kids, it's a great story.
Great movie. I think it just got put on Netflix like recently.
Oh, did it? Okay.
Like so recently. So yeah.
Yeah, I don't even know how we watched it when it first came out.
Oh, I'm sure from Family Video.
Yeah, we were actually
back
talking
in the
about
day
that the other day when we would go and rent movies.
Pick out a movie
is probably what we did.
From the Family Video or Blockbuster or something.
But yeah, so I'll be excited to update you guys on how this is going and if the kids are enjoying it or if I end up kind of having to forge on by myself.
Yeah, hopefully. They like the movie, so hopefully
hopefully they'll listen.
Listen to the book.
Yeah.
So we have a topic that we were kind of talking about a little earlier. We were both in our reading room, which we're in now. We were both kind of reading earlier. And I was telling Katie, I'm like, I definitely read better during the day. And I've been off work this week, so I've been able to read during the day. Generally I'm working, but I'm like, I just read better during the day. I'm more awake, I'm more like focused. Usually like the sun's coming into this room, so like I'm just really able to read better. And Katie obviously is a night reader.
Yeah, I said back to that, I'm like, ooh, I don't know, because I feel like when my option really, I guess, is because I stay home with the kids, is to read when they're around. And unfortunately, we don't have any more nappers in this house. Our youngest decided to give up naps way earlier than I would have preferred. So I don't have that like designated nap time that I have had in the past where I could actually sit and enjoy a book in silence. And it's, it's still varied, like to where like if she didn't have a good nap that day, I mean, I didn't get much reading time in and that was fine. But yeah, so basically my option during the day is to read when they're around, and if they're playing nicely, that's great. That does give like me an opportunity to do so, but I get distracted pretty easily. And I'm the kind of person that I almost need complete silence. Like if they're playing, even if they're playing nicely, it's still noise. Or like I think our son had something on the TV in the next room over, so it was like I was hearing that while I was trying to read. So it's just, I don't know, it's harder for me to tune extra stuff out.
I feel like this time during the week where I've been reading during the day, like I've been able to just tune out that sound, which I think is weird for me. But I think most for me, it's just being more alert.
Yeah.
I mean, I like to sleep, and I don't stay up as late as her. So if I read at night, like, I might only make it 20, 30, maybe longer if I'm really into the book. But during the day, I've just been really reading, and I'm going to kind of miss it now that I'm going back to work tomorrow.
Yeah.
So I might have to figure out, like, maybe like after work or like before dinner, I'll read for 30 minutes or something.
Yeah.
And then a little more at night.
So you'll have to let us know, are you like so I mean, this would be like another just fun side topic. Are you a night owl or are you more of a morning person? So then, how does that relate to your reading life then? Because, I do stay up later, so I feel like I can typically read a good chunk, even at nighttime, like before bed, before I'll get way too tired that I can't keep reading.
Yeah.
And then I get my shorter bursts in during the day. That's when I don't really get super far.
Yeah.
Today I got lucky this afternoon, but that's not always the case.
Yeah, and obviously it depends when you have kids and if you have other things going on. When do you fit in your reading time?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Maybe it's like 10 minutes here, 10 minutes here. Maybe you fit in 30 minutes here, or like one chapter.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, let us know what your reading
And what about
preferences
like
are, or the environment.
Yeah. What about where do you like to read? Like what kind of chair do you like to sit in?
Or do you like your bed? So like, is that your biggest reading spot, like right before bed? Because I was talking about noise. Like some people actually put music on purpose, like in the background when they're reading. Like I could probably do instrumental music, honestly. I haven't really tried, or I don't do it on purpose because I do really prefer to have silence if I can.
Yeah.
I mean, we sleep with a sound machine, so that's the sound that I would get in the background, and that's not distracting to me while I'm reading. But if I like hear words in a song, like if it's lyrics to a song, it's like I want to start singing along to the song instead of reading my book. So yeah, do you prefer silence or some kind of white noise or music or
yeah. I got this rocking chair that I've been kind of reading in, and it's been a good chair, I think, for me. I don't really rock in it when I read, but it's more like upright. So I think that's also a way that I can like
you're more alert,
stay engaged. You know, if I'm in bed like this, you know, and it's dark.
I'm all about the comfy. I like to be all comfy down.
I'll have to figure out something this week. I'll post back of when I can start, you know, get that time in, so I won't have that time during the day.
Yeah.
Unless I get done with work early. So maybe if I get done early, I could sneak it in.
There you go.
Sit in my chair, sunlight, have some iced coffee.
Yeah, I think that's all we were gonna really touch on tonight. It's like
it's good.
A shorter one for us tonight.
Yeah, we've been asking for any, you know, suggestions for topics to touch on. If you have any, or if you have any like questions for us or suggested topics, because that'd be great to fill you in on that. Because we always like to fill you in where we're at with our books and what we're going to be reading soon.
Yeah.
So if there's any other topics you'd like to hear from, that'd be great. I think I just checked. We are at 908 subscribers.
We're
slow
and steady,
moving up the ladder to that 1,000.
Yeah.
I was hoping by the end of this month we get there, but I don't know. Maybe we got about a week left. Yeah, we got a week left. That's possible.
Yeah.
So if you're not a subscriber, please do.
Yeah.
I mean, you can check on YouTube. You can see who subscribes and who doesn't. And a lot of people who watch our videos aren't currently subscribed.
Oh, okay.
So if you're not one of those,
you hit that subscribe button.
we'd love for you to subscribe, like, and then leave us a sweet comment. But
and share with others too. So that
share with
subscribe. So
all of your friends.
We will talk to you next time.
We'll see you in the next episode.